Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be using the Fermenta Pizza flour. This flour was absolutely fantastic and it made a really fantastic pizza, as you can see here from the pictures. I got this recently from Euro Foods and it produced a really fine pizza. The protein on this one is 11%, and if you scan this QR code it'll take you to the Euro Foods website where you can find out a little bit more about the flour. So let's get down to it. Let's make these fantastic looking pizza balls, and to do that we need 630 grams of water, and we need to pop that into the bowl. Fantastic. And then we need 1 gram of yeast, and as always we need to then mix those all nicely together. So if you're one of them people who uses the instant dry yeast, you just need to make sure that it's in date. Failing to do that, you can end up with a bit of a flat pizza. So we need to then gradually add in the flour. There it goes. And then we need to give it a good mix together. So judgment on this flour, yep, so far so good. It's for a single zero flour, not a double zero like we normally use. It's really good. You can just tell it's a little bit more coarse, but it mixed together really well. So just adding a little bit more in now, and all seems to be going well. So have you used this Fermenta flour before? Please let me know what you think in the comments. It really would be interesting to know what your thoughts are on this. So there you go, it's just coming together again now, and it's going into a bit more of a porridge type mix, and that's a surefire sign that we'll be getting ready now to put it onto the work surface. But before we do that, just as always, thank you very much for those who have taken the time to comment and to like videos and to subscribe, of course, to the channel. We're doing really well now. I can't believe how well we've done in 2023, and I'm hoping that in 2024 we're going to have just as good a year making pizza together. So if you want to join, please hit that subscribe button now, and you can join us for more pizza adventures and more flour reviews. So we're now going to put this onto the work surface in a second. I think it'll just take a little bit more flour, so just give that a bit more of a stir around. There we go. And I know that I've had a few people asking me about using a mixer. Again, our niche on our channel is to use hands only, so as much as I love to use a mixer, I do enjoy using my hands and kneading the dough and mixing it all, and I just get that pleasure of knowing that it's completely and utterly 100% handmade. So we'll tip that out onto the work surface, and we're going to add just a little last drop of flour into the mixing bowl, and that'll get out every single bit of the dough that's stuck to the inside of the bowl. And it also means that you're going to get your full 230 grams worth of pizza balls, and you'll get 7 of them, or as near as damned it as anyway. So we need to fold in and mix all this together for around about 10 minutes. And as you'll see, this one took the flour really nicely. So as usual, we're not using any excess flour. All the flour that you see is just out of the 1 kilogram bag. So just giving that a wipe round, and you see, look, it's taken all that flour, and now we'll just start to give that a bit of a knead. I do actually like kneading. I don't know whether my technique's any good or not, but I seem to get the results out of it that we require. And it's also a great way of taking out any frustrations you've got in the day, and I find it very relaxing. So that's just coming together now. So what we'll do next is we'll start to shape that into the bowl, and you'll get a quick look at that in a second, and look at how smooth that is. It looks really fantastic. So we're going to cover that up, and we're going to let it rest for 1 hour. There we go. So after the hour, the magic of television. So just get the dough scraper. It came off the work surface really easily there. To be honest with you, probably didn't need the dough scraper. And we're going to add in that salt. So we're just going to fold that in, and that just makes sure that all that salt's evenly distributed throughout the dough. And it just means that we have to mix it with our hands a little bit less than what we would do if we just put it in a big pile right in the middle of that dough mass. So just mixing that in, that's it all in, and then we just need to give it a mix and a knead for 5 minutes, and that just makes sure that all that salt is in there. So we know that the yeast is working because we've seen that rise a little bit. So time to add that salt in, and the salt controls the yeast and make sure we don't overprove the dough. So again, no sticking here, none at all. So you'll have seen on some other videos we've had issues with the dough sticking, and if it does, you can always leave it alone just for an hour or so, and it will become a bit more workable. But in this case, we didn't get that, and we're just running that round now to make it into a tight ball. And you'll know what's ready next is ready to pop it in that floured ball, and we'll put that shower cap right on the top of it. Look at that, fantastic. Saves on all that shrink wrap. So now we just need to leave it overnight. So here it is before, and here is it after 19 hours. Looks fantastic. Okay, so next up, it's time to make some pizza balls. So this is what it looks like after 19 hours. Look at that. Got some real gluten development there. Look at all that. That looks absolutely terrific. So at this stage, you know that you've got a really strong dough and you're not going to have any tearing or anything like that. So just gather some up. Let's have a look inside. And that looks really good. Lots of structure in there. That's going to make some nice pizza bases and some nice pizza crusts as well. Fantastic. And there you go, it's stretching nicely. A couple of holes in there, but that's nothing to worry about. So next we'll just knock that back, and then we'll make some pizza balls. So 230 grams, you're going to get 7 following this recipe, there or thereabouts. You might get slightly less, but again, if you're careful with the wastage and adding the flour in the mixing bowl to scrape it all out, you will get 7 230 gram pizza balls. So just popping a little bit of Semola flour. That's the Semola flour by Caputo that we've got on there. And we're just going to take our first chunk of pizza dough off. And we're looking for that 230 grams. Just give that a quick dunk in the Semola flour. Perfect. So next up, we're just going to now shape these balls and make the dough balls. And I've been asked just to slow this one down. So a bit of a request that's come into the channel, so here it is in real time, so just hence why it's a little bit slower than normal. But there you go, that's making a fantastic pizza ball, and it's just a case of just running it into your hands and just creating that ball, and that's nice tight skin on the outside. So once that's done, we'll then put it in one of these boxes, little tubs they're from Poundland, they're really great value. Pop one of them in, just give the lid a little bit of a sprinkling the smaller flour, and there you go, we've got one finished pizza ball. So we're going to make 7 of them. So here they are before, that's them all nicely balled up, and here they are after 4 hours. Pizza time is coming right up. Okay, so here we go, pizza time. The moment of truth. See if all that hard work has paid off. Let's pop that pizza ball onto some Caputo Semola flour. There it is. Looks fantastic. Right, okay, so we'll make sure we get plenty of that on. That'll just help it stop sticking to the peel and also to the work surface. So with the fingers, we're just pushing that base out, and we're leaving like a centimetre crust that's untouched, and that'll have got all that air in. So just stretching it out, just using that steering wheel, just turning it in his hands, and because the dough is so soft, it's just falling away. But because we've got the strength, it's not tearing, which is why we use pizza flour. So just wiping that smaller pizza flour away. And the reason why we're wiping it away is because if that goes in the normal pizza oven at 400 degrees, it'll taste very, very burnt if we've got a lot of Semola flour on there. So we need to make sure that we've got enough just to cover the base to stop it sticking, but just enough to make sure that we're not burning it. So we're going to use Mutti tomato pizza sauce. This is available in most supermarkets in the UK, and I'm sure it's available quite all around the world. And we're going to put in some grated mozzarella. We put some Parmigiano on already, And then we're going to go in with some pepperoni. This pepperoni is from Sainsbury's in the UK, and a bit of Serrano ham on the top. And then we're going to go in with the fresh mozzarella, and it's looking fantastic already. Sorry we haven't got the overhead shot. Unfortunately, we forgot to switch the camera on. So into the oven it goes, 400 degrees on this one, and it was a very, very cool evening in November when we filmed this one. So here we go, looking at that, looks absolutely fantastic, and you can just kind of hear it just popping and sizzling away straight away. And I'd just like also to say thank you very much also to everybody this year who's watched this channel. I hope you've also enjoyed our Christmas specials that have just gone out. We'll put some links in the description. And also as well, coming up in 2024, we've got some more fantastic pizza reviews of the flour. And we've also got some other little bits and bobs that are going to be new to the channel. But it's all pizza related, my friends. So let's just give that a bit of a turn. Look at that, looking fantastic. And you'll get a nice bit of leopard in on the other side. So again, that a 180 looks brilliant already, doesn't it? You know, you just can't beat pizza. You really, really can't. So it's just now just cooking away. It does take a little bit longer in the winter, unfortunately. That's the only problem with the winter months and filming. But we've got plenty of lights out in the back garden, so it allows us to do that filming. We've got a lighting rig and a floodlight. So there we go, it's just nicely cooking away, just turning that, looking absolutely fantastic, got to be said. So I think this one is just about ready to come out. This is all filmed in real time. I haven't cut 1 second out of the pizza cook, so the cook that you're seeing now is the actual full cook. We haven't speeded this up. This is exactly the length of time that it took to cook that. And there you go, fantastic. So let's cut it up. Let's have a look what's it like on the inside. Here's Oliver. There is Anne's cutting this one up. Looking really, really nice. Looking fantastic. And that's using a £1.99 pizza cutter. I know you can get some more expensive ones elsewhere, should we say, but does just as good a job. So that looks absolutely fantastic. So there it is. Please consider subscribing. If you've used this pizza flour before, please leave us a comment. Just one last thing before I say thanks for watching. If you want to see Oliver doing a recipe, please leave us a comment. But all I can say for now is thanks for watching and bye for now. See you the next time.